Okay, good evening, folks. Thank you very much for Booster Shane for passing me over there. That's sorry for the delay, guys. I know we had a few technical issues, but he's been doing a bit of everything today. Obviously, doing a bit of speed running as well. So I'm beadle111, 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 whatever you want to call me. That's fine. Maybe just beadle. But yeah, I quite a prominent kind of player in the Golden Axe community. So I actually currently have the beginner world record, which is 2 minutes. It was a couple of months ago that I actually got that, so I haven't really played it since. And then also arcade, which I have been grinding a lot recently before the Sega 8 came along. And maybe for those people, obviously you might get a few tips and things. I'll try and explain as I go as much as I can, but because I'll be trying for the sort of swag kind of you know, strats to just show off. It can be a little bit difficult to kind of concentrate and, you know, commentate the whole time, but I will try my best. So we'll start off, I think, with the beginner. So always Tyrus is the best one. And yeah, we'll just crack on and get into it. So obviously the enemies are as well on this screen. So we're just going to do that. You'll see how much like faster everything is. I just need to remember where to align myself on certain parts for beginner. Like that is not correct. Very frustrating. But this bit's the same, so we're just going to wait here and go. Got a nice little down stab here. This is all the same as arcade as well. I'm looking again on the screen for like there's a line that comes across. And again, I'll make light work of these, hopefully. Bang, that's stage 1. So the most annoying thing about these runs really are the thieves here. So they have like sort of patterns. That guy's not going to stay on the screen for 4 hits, so unfortunately we did have to kind of kick him over. Obviously, ideally we'd like them just to sort of, in one motion, just kick them to one side. One small thing about the beginner mode, obviously that guy just decides to jump in every time as well, as does he. We're just going to stop there. Hopefully I can just get a nice little down stab here as well. So yeah, the thieves, there's more of them. So like in stage 1 you get 4, which is the same, but in this section after you get 5. And that is going to make a little difference to how kind of fast we can get rid of them, because again, you can't always just get them off one side of the screen like straight away. So I do one little down step there. I'm just going to get a nice backstab here. Well, that's too early. That's annoying, but that's fine. And as soon as you see the dragon's head, that's stage 2. So yeah, there's 5 magics here on this screen. So you can never kick them all just to one side, so you have to do that. It's a little bit frustrating, and the green guy never really lines up, but he's come in there. 4, I think, is exactly what we do there. No text either, so you don't get any kind of like message pop up after stage 1. I'm pretty sure I waited long enough to get the magic there. That is perfect. Basically, there's like a small screen transition, which if you try and mash the magic button before, what happens is you press the magic. Let's see if we can get this trick. This is one of the harder tricks in the game, but it's alright apparently. As I was saying to Shane before, I was at kind of a party before, so I've had a few beers tonight. That doesn't seem to have affected me too much. And as soon as that door opens, you just hold down the magic, and we're going to get 2 more down stabs on this guy. So 1 and bang, that is beginner. So enjoy the game. After you've mastered this mode, go for rough and tough action in the arcade mode. Well, if you insist, game, sure, we'll do that. I'm going to just soft reset anyway and go back to the front screen. So that's beginner. What we're going to do now is obviously arcade. It's going to be Tyrus again. So this is the one I've been grinding a lot more. There's been a few kind of changes recently in terms of like kind of strats, which only I apparently seem to be going for. So there's a slight change in stage 2, which is a very difficult trick to get. So hopefully we can show it off. And then there's also kind of a difference at the end of stage 4 as well. We'll do our best. So yeah, it's Tyrus again, so we're just going to go into it now. So obviously first of all we're going to mash for the text. Okay, so these guys take obviously a little bit more. Oh, interesting. Okay. That was kind of a weird one. Wow, okay, my timing is well off today. Interesting. Let's just pretend it's a Sega 8 no reset run, right? Oh, okay, I forgot what's going on. I've panicked. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we're going to get this magic same as before. So this end of stage 1 can be a little bit technical as well. So we go a bit higher on the screen. And obviously, because they take a little bit more damage... Ah, okay, and we didn't get a backstab, so we are kind of screwed here. So this is a good way to show off sort of some of the... I'm just going to show off what the enemies do. So basically, if there's... You can basically just go up and down the screen and not get hit. Because I completely fucked up what's going on here. So if I were to knock off that guy... it's on the chicken leg, which is a stupid name for him. But let's say I was to knock him off, what would happen is the two smaller characters would make a beeline for them straight away. Which does play into our advantage later on in stage 2 and so on. But I would recommend if you get into trouble like this, bring them all to the bottom of the screen. And then you want to just downstep from here. Why is that not working? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, weird. It's fine though, it's fine. So this pattern is annoying, it's the worst one that you can possibly get. So if I was speedrunning right now, first of all I would have reset about 10 minutes ago. But that pattern is kind of like the worst one that you want, which is kind of good as well. So here all you're going to do is as soon as you get control, press right and just hold down and right, and that guy always is going to come off. This guy, as soon as you see him on the screen, just press up. And it's going to be the same as before. So obviously these are like one-hit deaths into the pit. So again, we seem to be getting that alright. So now this, slightly more technical. So let's get this hopefully. Yeah, double. Nice, so we got that. So now, here's where my new strat, or the one that I do that no one else really does, comes in. So I look for a specific line on the ground. Hopefully I can show it. Lovely. Oh no, too early on the backstab. Oh, that would have been lovely to get, but unfortunately, not quite. Damn you. Okay, so let's see what happens here. But yeah, the thieves are like the biggest scam in the game, really. They're the ones that are going to kind of say whether you get the, you know, PB world record or not. Okay, so again, slightly different on this stage because they have more health. You can't just use magic, so we do something like that. Nice little donut there, perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get these two. So yeah, magic is important to get like the right amount of magic as well. Perfect, right, let's see if we can get this trick again. As I say, it's quite tight, that's perfect though. No! Mate! You are a joker! Okay, you can always sort of get a backup though, because they'll always run at you from a certain distance away. I fundamentally got that trick, but it's kind of a joke really. Okay. So again, here is quite tricky. So you always want to just delay there, make him what hit you, delay, and hopefully, nice triple down stab. Cool. Alright, so let's see what pattern we get here. Okay. Interesting, but that guy there is being a knob. Right. So 4 again. You don't want more than 4 magic. The reason we only want 4 is these enemies on this at the end of this screen only take 4 magic. If you try and get 5 or more, what's going to happen is you basically just lose time. Really? Are you really going to do that? Okay. That's a joke. Absolute joke. There we go. And again, we're going to use a pit to our advantage here. The enemies are not clever, let's face it. I mean, 1989 was this, 1990. The AI was not It's most advanced. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. See if we can get this as well. So no magic there. It's a good line. We get a double-double. Ooh, very close. Okay, so this is what I do on this screen here. Oh, we got it! Oh, apart from that stupid backstab. Oh, I'm not used to waiting, that's the problem. Patience. But again, fundamentally, we did get the trick. I just was, yeah, too happy with it. The other annoying thing about this game that people that run it or will find out in the Sega 8 is that the buttons, so for jumping and doing like the backstab, sorry, kind of like her backslash, it's basically frame perfect. So if you hit the button one frame too late, you're going to jump or you're just going to attack. And in most places, because the enemies basically just come on the screen exactly the same time, exactly the same place, you are going to screw up because you generally have a plan for how it's going to go well, but when it doesn't go well, you are screwed. That's actually quite a tight trick there as well. That's quite nice to get. Okay, stage 6, so we're rolling through it now. So I would say this is one of the easiest stages, to be honest. Stage 6. I know when people sort of get into late game, they get a bit sort of panicky, but all it is a couple of backstabs, which you just wait for. It's bring them to the bottom of the screen, and all it is pretty much downstabs, which you can just line up anyway. So it's 4 of those. What you do is I make the first guy run by like running, and then literally when they're on the screen here, level 6 magic is going to vanquish the skeletons, and you're just going to get 6 down stabs on this guy, which I never remember if his name's Def Adder or Def Junior. You wouldn't think I've run this game for about 6 or 7 years. And what I always say to people when they ask me, like, what's a good time for the game? I would say if you look at the board, there's a guy on there who, when I was first speedrunning, he was world record holder, and that's a guy called Honourable J, and the time is 11 years old. So if you think about all the kind of strats and stuff we have available to us now, his time, I believe, is a 9:32. So I would say the first goal, and I think a manageable goal for most people, should be 9:32 Honourable J. And then from that point, there's kind of like a tier list, really. It's like your next batch of people would like just around there, just under. And then you've got like the close to 8-minute club. That's perfect. Basically, I thought this point was RNG as well with the thieves. It's not actually RNG. I discovered recently it's more to do with how you kill the skeleton and how the skeleton interacts with you. So if he runs at you like that and goes in the pit, that pattern there is the best one and you'll always get it. Now this is an extremely tight trick. This is 2 frame perfect tricks back to back. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. The amount of world record runs I've had that because of those tricks, which was so late in the game, and I lose the world record because of it. Joke, absolute joke. Of course, I'd show it off for you lovely people, but ridiculous. 3, 4, we're going to get screwed, are we? 5, 6, 7, and a perfect diff bringer, of course! Of course! Oh, what a joke. Oh, mate. This game, the ridiculous stage 1, and then it decides, alright, yeah, I'm going to let you get these frame perfect tricks and the diff bringer. Yeah, alright, sure. Fantastic. Oh, typical. But yeah, no, I've been grinding a lot recently. I've been on sort of like 7:30 pace. That's kind of my best. And it's always stage 7 that costs me. I think I did have one that got into stage 8, and it would have been a world record again. But what happened? Oh yeah, the last attack, I was going up, and then the skeleton caught me. So yeah, but as I say, it's been really fun. I want to just thank everyone for all the Sega crew for having me on. Obviously showing off a couple of runs for you. If obviously you want to ask any questions about the game, I'm not great at tutorials, but I'm generally live like most days, like UK time from sort of 5:30 PM to like 11:30 PM. So I'm happy to answer any questions, and I can go through kind of some more technical things with you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sega 8. Finally, I've seemed to have cracked Shadow Dancer and Mega Man Wily Wars, which kicked my ass in the first Sega 16. But I'm glad Golden Axe is back in, because at least for the first like 8 to 10 minutes of Sega 8, I'm going to be leading. So my ego has been massaged with that one. So yeah, thanks very much for having me on. And yeah, I don't know, I forgot who we're going to next actually. I think it's Mechanical Cooper, if I remember rightly. But yeah, I'll stay up for a bit longer and watch. But yeah, it's like nearly 2 AM here, so might have to head off to bed soon. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.